So this is no doubt the most important part of your prison, your cell. I don't think I even need to explain why this is so important, but I'm still going to. If you don't have a good cell design, and you have one where you can break the bed and die, all of your security is useless. And if you can get an item and walk through the prison until you're on the outside, why even bother making kill checks? But before we start, there is no perfect cell design, and I encourage you to take ideas out of this video and try to make one yourself, since creativity is the most important part. I'll give my checklist for a cell later on. So with all of that out of the way, let's get on to this episode of How to Prison about the cell. Let me explain. So what does a good cell need? Let's make a checklist for ourselves and get through the process of making a good design. So first of all, you want the prisoner to not be able to physically break out, so some sort of security. We don't want a prisoner to be able to reach the bed, so a good respawn system. Human rights. This is optional, but for me this is a big part. And guard control, so no sketchy business can happen inside of the cell. And now we have a reasonable checklist. Let's work our way down. So, block break. We don't want a prisoner to break out, so you either have to move the walls over 6 blocks away, with some sort of way to prevent them from getting there, or use regenerating walls with cobblestone or basalt. A good respawn system. If you don't mind using exploits, I recommend you use this one. You place a shulker box on the spawn spot and place that directly under where you want the player to respawn. You could use a boat, but if you die in crow mode, you respawn on top of the boat, and that is a big flaw. Oh, wait, a quick interruption. While editing this video, I found out this glitch could be patched. While testing, I spawned inside of the shulker and on top of the boat, so I can't guarantee this glitch still works. However, if you hate glitches and want to make it legit, you place it above the cell. I recommend you make 3 spawn spots, of which 2 go into the cell and 1 filled with lava, so spawn blocking is impossible. For the drop down system, you should use trapdoors instead of moving blocks, since trapdoors can't be blocked by placing a sign there, and you have to make the entire spawn spot filled with trapdoors so the prisoner can't stand on the edge. But that also means no one can place any blocks. If you have a small platform, let's say 2x2 or even 1x1, they also need a compressor. Basically a system that makes a 3 wide spawn spot go to 1 block with pistons. You can do this using observers with pressure plates or use this messy system from Neptune's Last Wave, but I think the observer is easier. For the opening of the trapdoors, I recommend you make this system. 4 repeaters in a cycle on 4 ticks, with one tick repeater into the first trapdoor and a second repeater on 4 ticks to the second trapdoor. This is so there always is 1 trapdoor closed for respawning. So human rights vary for everyone, but for me they mean visitors, and the prisoner must be able to survive. So visitors can be fixed by making a hallway in the prisoner respawn system. I recommend you don't do that too close to the bed, but further down, so you can't block the spawn in any way. And the prisoner surviving means that the prisoner could just fall down onto a platform where they don't get damaged, and if they get damaged they won't die. And for guard control, there are different ways to do this. You could make a guard be able to enter through the prisoner respawn system, but making a separate route to enter the guard isn't a bad idea, since even if the player is trying to destroy the spawn, the guards can enter, and of course you need a compasser glitch above the cell, so you can oversee the entire cell. I recommend you also keep the vision on the bed and all its important properties. So this is how you can make your own cell design. It wasn't really a tutorial, but that's because you should make your own design. This was only meant for advice, and so you don't make the same mistake as others did. Feel free to copy any of my designs, as long as you don't claim it as yours. Leave a comment with what you want to know. Join my Discord for questions, good time, pictures and jokes. Like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more. This was Forrest for your How to Prison. Thanks for watching.